Emergency video, guys. We have huge Stephen King news. Huge Stephen King news. And everyone calls me crazy. See the turtle of enormous girth on his back. He holds the earth. His thought is slow, but always kind. He holds us all within his mind. Okay, guys, I just got off work. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I work 6 p.m. to 5:15 a.m. in a factory, and I'm dying. But I'm hype. We're super hype because we got Welcome to Derry announced for HBO. All I've been saying since they released that shitty We Are Living on the Beam. If you've read The Dark Tower, there's so much that can go into Derry. It's not just Pennywise. It's not just Bob Gray. If you don't know it, the book, yeah. I know people are going to say it's weird, whatever. I don't know where my copy is. I have two. I think my sister might have it. Stephen King is our thing. I already have, I don't know, I'm trying to fix my bow. I already had it planned out to talk about Salem's Lot. And I already had it planned, because we're getting a new one of those. And then I had it planned to talk about Firestarter. I actually have a reaction video getting ready to upload right now with Mom and I, and my sister and me were talking about it because Stephen King is our thing. So much. And I've been saying this. I was like, if somebody does it right, yes, The Dark Tower's nuts. But if you start in Derry, so much connects. Where are they at? Insomnia, Pennywise, in It, aka Bob Gray. And if it's just about it, then, Dreamcatcher. But I'm getting off subject. If it's just about Pennywise and Bob Gray and him coming into town, let's talk about Matron the Turtle. Because if they do that, that means we're going with the beams. And that means we're going with the Dark Tower finally. And that's what I was saying. I was like, if you get the right people behind this, this could work. It's nuts. It's insane. I keep bringing it up on the channel. If you think that Marvel timelines and other things are hard to follow, they are child's play compared to The Dark Tower. Like I said, I don't know how the sound is on this. I'm really sorry. But there's a lot more going on in Derry than just Pennywise. Remember in The Shining when... By the way, I'm Abby's MOTORCITYNERDS. Remember to subscribe, comment, share. It really helps. But we got to talk about Stephen King, okay? We got to talk about this. HBO just said they're going to do this. And I got to find my phone so I can look it up. I just know that it's going to be about Derry. So everybody immediately thinks Pennywise. Yeah, and maybe it is just an It prequel. We're about to find out together. But, like I said, Dreamcatcher, Insomnia, The Dark Tower, Pennywise, all that connects because, oh my gosh. Like, it is a being that landed on Earth. And Derry is not just messed up. It's like the evil that seeps into the town. Okay, has been going on forever. The black spot. You'll know what I'm talking about in a minute. We'll get into it. The factory blowing up during the Easter egg hunt. These things have been happening, and Pennywise has been around. Now, I bring up The Shining because remember when they say you shine? That is okay. The reason, you know who Mike, the black kid, is in the Losers Club, okay? His dad, in the series, was saved when the black spot was burning down, which was a club that the black community in Derry made. And that way they had a place to go to hang out without being hurt and stuff and discriminated against. Well, then other white people that weren't racists were like, yeah, we want to party with you too. And they showed up and they locked it up and they burned it down. The cook in The Shining saved Mike's dad. Now, that all connects because eventually the Losers Club has to be made and they shine, quote unquote. The girl in Pet Cemetery shines. All these people have shine to them. Whether they're different abilities or whatever, they're all meant in a greater purpose, which is serving the beam, which is the tower. Also, this isn't just the Dark Tower series. This is the series that Marvel redid. So, it's amazing. If you like the Dark Tower, you have to get this series. It's the greatest gift anybody ever got me. Editing Abby here, going all quick. Just so you guys know, I meant to say white people that weren't racist started partying at the black spot with the black community, and then the white people that had a serious problem with the black community already and being racist a-holes didn't like that other white people were supporting that, and then they went and locked both black and white people in together and burned it to the ground. Either way, Mike's dad got saved by Dick Halloran, the cook from The Shining. Even if this is just about Pennywise, Oh, the Duddits in Dreamcatcher, they all are either around Derry or serve the same beam. Now, Maturin the turtle, if you've read it, the book, is how they defeat it the first time, Pennywise the first time, because the turtle intervenes. And that is, okay, here's the tower, and then there's beams that shoot off of it. Each one has a different animal protector. The one that the Losers Club is on is protected by the turtle. And when they go back to fight him a second time and the turtle isn't there, Pennywise is throwing it in their face. Because he's an interdimensional being of evil, and the turtle is an interdimensional being of good and will fight against that. And the second time they go to fight him, they don't have him. So I don't know if they're going to include that, but it's a thing. It's a giant turtle. I know it gets crazy in the book. I know it does. But like I said, so many things connect to Derry that this can't just be about Pennywise. It can't. Like, and even if it is just about Pennywise, that's awesome. Because like I said, AKA Bob Gray, and we go back and we find out about the black spot. And like I said, it's not just like people being racist, where it is a take on that. And it is a take on why are people just turning their backs on watching these bad things happen. And it's because this evil has just seeped into the town. That's why nobody's intervening. That's why nobody's stopping hate crimes. That's why nobody's doing this stuff. It's because it's not just, like I said, the books and the movie is a take on our society, yes, but if we're just talking Stephen King world, like for what it is, it's this evil has seeped into the town itself, the people itself. There's a reason why they don't help. There's a reason why they turn their back and let these things happen. There's a reason why that goes on, and it's because of this evil and Pennywise that have seeped into the roots of it. One, if you've been on the channel at all, you know that I connect tons of things to the Dark Tower. Salem's Lot is connected to the Dark Tower. Salem's Lot is connected to the See the turtle of enormous girth. On his back he holds the earth. His thought is slow, but always kind. He holds us all within his mind. Not only is that connected to the Dark Tower and connected to it and connected to the Stephen King stuff, but that is used in media a lot. The Neverending Story. I'm pretty sure the name is very similar. I don't know if it's Maturin or if it's extremely close to that, but I'm just too excited to look it up. Avatar: The Last Airbender, lion turtles. Oh, they've been around for a long time, and he's on his back and living like on his back for a minute. This is something that's used in mythology and in storytelling all the time, so I really hope they bring the turtle in. I know it sounds crazy, but like I said, there's different series that all connect, and on each one of them there's beams. Like I said, here's the Dark Tower in the middle. Beam, 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 beam. Bird, bear, hare, and fish give my love their finest wish, or whatever it is. Oh my god. That's what I mean here. But the one that Derry, Maine is on is the turtle beam, and that's its protector. So I really hope they introduce that. But we're about to look up what this is all about because I'm stoked. And then I'm going to post the Firestarter reaction that me and my mom did, and my mom was like, my mom likes this stuff. But not only is that the original Stranger Things, and we all know that Stranger Things was taking things from the 80s and revamping even Stephen King's font and stuff, and that was really cool. But Firestarter is literally 11. She shines, Carrie shines. It all just depends on how they use it. And in the Dark Tower, you end up finding out that not only is all this going on, but the Crimson King is trying to kill off kids, and Insomnia is heavily about that, and that's in Derry. And so he's trying to take out these people that have a natural gift to take down the Crimson King before they can become a problem. So it's like, if they're gonna do that, this could go far. This could go far. Also, I think True Detective, we're not gonna get into this today. True Detective is literally the Dark Tower, and I'm Roland of Gilead. I swear to God, I'm not even kidding there. There's so many connections, it's crazy. Let's look this up together. Welcome to Derry. Okay, so it's saying it's specifically prequel series, but like I said, it connects to a lot of things. Dreamcatcher, Insomnia, tons of stuff goes down in Derry prior to the Losers Club and during the Losers Club and after the Losers. Well, if you know the book, you know about the water main breaking and the town not blowing up, but finally getting rid of this evil and all this stuff. But like I said, a lot of things go into this. And like I said, yes, it is a take on society and how we turn our backs and don't say hey, this messed up thing is going on. But there's a reason why it happens in Derry. Like I said, if we're just going from face value of the story, it's because this evil has just seeped in, and it goes way back. There's a factory explosion where tons of kids died. Like I said, the Crimson King trying to get rid of as many as he can because he knows that they can oppose him one day. I wouldn't be bringing all of that up if it wasn't, if it was called Pennywise. I'd be like, okay, this is just going to be about Pennywise. We might get the turtle in there, but you're calling it Welcome to Derry. You're calling it Welcome to Derry. So, there's a lot of things that happen in Derry. There's a lot of things that happen in Derry, and I loved Castle Rock. I loved Castle Rock a lot, and I never understood, especially when they came out with that shitty movie, and I was like, you have Idris Elba, you have fucking Matthew McConaughey. They could have been great. It could have been great. But there's the fact that you tried to shove everything from the Dark Tower into one movie was stupid, and I was like, it should be a series, more than just the things in Derry connect to the Dark Tower. Everything connects to the Dark Tower almost. But the It prequel series, currently titled Welcome to Derry, like I said, that's why I'm thinking this is going to go way farther than Pennywise. While not too many details are available at the present, the show is said to take place in the 1960s prior to the events of 2017's It, which took place in 1989. This differed from King's book, which was actually published in 1986. As far as who is involved, director, our board, so the same directors are on board for doing this, and the same people who wrote it are on board for doing this. The key thing right now is that this is a very much in development and has not yet been given an official green light. Oh, so it hasn't been official yet. But, like I said, Welcome to Derry. Snarf, what's up? What's up, kiddos? My cat's here. I'm just, like I said, there's a reason calling it Welcome to Derry. And it isn't just because of Pennywise. Like I said, if this was called Bob Gray or Pennywise or anything like that, I'd be going, okay, this is just going to be about the Losers Club. Let's see when Insomnia takes place. Let's see. Okay, when does this take place? It, Dreamcatcher, The Dark Tower. These are the first three things that pop up about Derry, Maine. Just saying. It came out in 94, the book itself. But I just want to see what year this takes place in. It might be the 90s, so we might not get things from Insomnia, but the characters would be alive, living in Derry at that time. Oh my god, the Crimson King, oh my god, stop, I'm gonna go down rabbit holes. Either way, there are other, I don't want to call them species, because they are a species. They're not the Crimson King. The Crimson King is the one running the show in the Dark Tower, okay? Pennywise, the walking dude in the stand, Dandelo in the Dark Tower. These are all things that connect to Pennywise and his species, okay? Are you picking up what I'm laying down? So like I said, not only does Dreamcatcher, Insomnia, It, all take place in Derry, Maine, plus a lot more do, or in Castle Rock, Maine, that are also connected in the same time frame. Like I said, even if Insomnia takes place with a character that could be which is connected to Pennywise in the 90s, I'm pretty sure it takes place in the 90s. It came out in the 90s. I cannot find what year this book takes place in, but I just tweeted about how I'm rereading all of these. And I was going to start with It, but then I was like, no, I'll start with the short stories first. I just cranked through The Gunslinger, the first book in the Dark Tower series. And like I said, all of these characters, if you've read The Stand, if you've read all those are all connections to Pennywise. Okay? And they all work for the Crimson King, who runs the Dark Tower, who runs everything. And he's trying to destroy every world timeline that there is. And like I said, Salem's Lot's over on this one. It and Pennywise and all of them are over on this one. All his books take place on different parts of the beams, but all connect back to the Dark Tower. I know this is hard for me to ramble about and for you to understand, but like I said, by calling it Welcome to Derry can go a lot farther than just Pennywise and Bob Gray. That, like I said, that's what he went by when he showed up as the clown. And when Beverly goes to that old lady's house, she sees like this old wardrobe and his name's on it, and she's like, Bob Gray, this keeps popping up. And then then that old lady who ends up being Pennywise starts talking about how her father came over and it was him and blah blah blah, and it's like, oh, it's super creepy and it's super weird. But like I said, there are so many connections here. and you blundered the Dark Tower movie, and I won't even watch it. I didn't watch it because I knew it was going to be trash. I was like, no, there's a way to set this up, and there's a way to do this. And the fact that we have Firestarter coming, and the fact that we have a New Salem's Lot coming, and the fact that those characters factor into the... when I say factor in, I mean they show up. They're in it. They're in it. Roland of Gilead goes and gets... or they run into Father Callahan from Salem's Lot. They find out that the kid in their group, in their quartet, is... Jay Chambers looks just like the kid from the Losers Club. One of them, I think it's Ben, or not Ben, I think it's, fucking Stutter. Fucking, oh my god, why am I fucking this up right now? What's his name? God. The main kid. Bill Denbrough. He looks like, Jay Chambers in the Dark Tower series looks... they're like, you look just like this kid. You look just like the kid from Salem's Lot. You look, and like Father Callahan is really taken back by that. The main character in Hearts in Atlantis. These all connect into the Dark Tower, like I said. And I'm not explaining it well. And now that they announced this, I'm definitely gonna, I just tweeted about this. I just tweeted about how I wanted to do a huge Dark Tower thing. And now I'm like, like I said, there's many things you could have called this. And to call it Welcome to Derry and in the 60s doesn't just mean that it's going to be about the Losers Club. Like I said, that means that even if this is based in the 90s, some of these characters are around during that. It does mean that other characters in Castle Rock are around and could run into this. And like I said, it's all connected. And I'm so stoked for this if this happens. And like I said, see the turtle of enormous girth. On his back he holds the earth. His thought is slow, but always kind. He holds us all within his mind. If they bring the turtle in, then if they bring the turtle in, for sure we're getting Dark Tower. And if we get Dark Tower, they need to do it right. I heard that The Stand on Peacock was really good, and I haven't got a chance to watch it. I love The Stand. I love Stephen King, obviously, but I think that The Stand... and I mean, if we're not counting the Dark Tower, probably some of the short stories like The Body, which is Stand By Me, and Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, like all of these things are in the tower. John Coffey, he shines. You get what I'm saying here? Like, all these people shine, quote unquote, but there's just a direct connection between Dick Halloran, the cook from The Shining, and Mike from the Losers Club. Mike would not have been born to help the Losers Club defeat Pennywise if Dick Halloran from The Shining wouldn't have saved Mike's father from the black spot burning down. And that's what, sorry, and that's, if you can hear my cat, I'm sorry, Star, but that's literally what it's called. Like I said, there's the factory blowing up, there's tons of stuff that was going on in Derry, but yes, there is more things, creatures, whatever species, if you want to call it that are connected to Pennywise. So, sorry for the rambling. Sorry that I'm going so fast. Sorry that I'm so pumped. I don't know if this made sense. I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds. Like, share, subscribe. We're getting into the Dark Tower now. Everybody, my buddy Jason just texted me. He's like, you in the Dark Tower? And I was like, dude, because we're living on the beam. 19, we're living on the beam. Oh, all things serve the beam. Pennywise. The Losers Club, all of it, Derry, Maine, Insomnia, all of this connects, and I just tweeted about, I was like, I'm going to go in order of, these ones connect on this beam, these ones connect on this beam. Okay. Think of it like, if you know Marvel, you know the sacred timeline? Think of that as one of the beams. Now that Loki split them all off, there's several timelines, beams, but in the Dark Tower, each timeline or beam is protected by a certain animal entity. The turtle is the one that squares up with Pennywise. The turtle is the one that is the ultimate good. And like I said, in mythology, in stories, this is always used. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Neverending Story, It, like the Dark Tower, this is a thing. It's in tons of things. Look it up. But, yes, this could mean a lot more than just things about the Losers Club. So, I'm really excited. I just got off work. I can't believe I'm this pumped. I can't believe I'm this worked up. My hands are frozen and I hurt really bad. But yeah, HBO, if you handle this with delicate hands, if you guys are going to start weaving in turtles and weaving in the Dark Tower stuff, I will be eternally grateful. But this needs to be done correctly. But I think it's very odd that we are getting, not odd, but maybe it's a thing that we are getting a New Salem's Lot. Father Callahan directly connected to the Dark Tower. we're getting a fire starter. I think there's some things in that connect, but not really. I kind of like more that they're kind of just straight up saying, like, hey, you know 11 from Stranger Things? Want to know where they got that from? But it's a known thing that they take from different things from the 80s, and they do it well, and they do it in a good job. But yes, Dark Tower, Dark Tower, Dark Tower, Dark Tower, Pennywise, Derry. This is like me and my sister, like, we're straight up trying to. Okay, there's this thing called what is it? We call it Bookageddon because that's what it feels like. It's called like Bookstock, and it's at a mall in Michigan, and it's just people that donated a bunch of books, and they have different sections. And my mom was asking where the horror section was, and they thought she was saying the horror section and looked like a dingus one time. And then me and my sister were searching for every Stephen King we could find. We found first edition Misery. I think my Tommy Knockers is a first edition. We found some good things, but we overheard some people with a list whispering in the corner. It was like a dad and his two daughters and like a friend, and she had them with lists and shit. They were ready to go, and they were running around looking for it. And that's why it's Bookageddon, because you're racing each other, and it goes through the whole mall. And so we were just got to get these books, right? And my sister came back with tons of good stuff, and I was so grateful, and it's so awesome. And I have way more, but yeah, this is my thing. And like I said, the Dark Tower, we're living on the beam, man. And if you know what happens in the Dark Tower, oh my god, Roland of Gilead, I can't. Abby, Motor City Nerds, I can't wait to talk about this. I can't wait to get into it more. I need to go to sleep. I need to take this makeup off because I just threw some on so that I can talk on here and I don't look like a monster. But yeah, my cat is crying. I need to let her out. Thank you to the new subscribers. And I think I'm going to try and post my Firestarter reaction too. So yeah, I'm stoked. I'm so stoked. I can't tell you how stoked I am about this because, like I said, this can go way past just Pennywise and the Losers Club. This can go into lots of things.